That was good
That
though.
is something
That was
that
good.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is not. And she actually is coming into a moment where I think that she's, apologetic about a couple of things that she said
What?
about yeah, I'm shocked too about a couple of conspiracy theories that she's thrown out there. I guess she visited the Holocaust Museum recently, and for the things that she said, like the conspiracy theories that she's tied to, with the disrespect that she's tied to the people who went through the Holocaust, she now has an apology. She has a
Hmm.
change of heart. Let's take a
What you
look
say?
at what she said.
I want to remind everyone I'm very much a normal person. And I think it's important for me to always be transparent and honest. And I just want to tell you all I'm really, really lucky. I was blessed with, I am blessed with amazing parents. And my dad just passed away in April. But I will say he taught me some great things. And one of the best lessons that my father always taught me was when you make a mistake, you should own it. And I have made a mistake, and it's really bothered me for a couple of weeks now. And so I definitely want to own it. This afternoon, I visited the Holocaust Museum. The Holocaust there's nothing comparable to it. It happened, and over 6 million Jewish people were
Now she got the
murdered.
facts.
More than that, there were not just Jewish people, black people, Christians, all kinds of children, people that the Nazis didn't believe were good enough or perfect enough. And the horrors of the Holocaust are something that some people don't even believe happened, and some people deny, but there is no
What the
comparison to the
hell?
Holocaust. And there are words that I have said, remarks that I've made that I know are offensive, and for that I want to apologize. And I am just fine and very glad to be able to come out here and do that, because I believe it's
Oh boy.
important. I believe that if we're going to lead, we need to be able to lead in a way where if we've messed up, it's very important for us to say we're sorry. And
I love the very beginning of this, Rebecca, where she's like, actually, just play it again. Just the first
Yeah.
sentence. Run the first sentence again, David.
I want to remind everyone I'm very much a normal person.
I'm very much a normal person.
I think it's important.
So
If you got to start your speach like
you know
that,
you
you're
crazy.
not a normal person.
You
You're a
crazy.
terrible person at that. Because she's a narcissist. And
Right.
those are the type of people who will do something terrible, just mess up everything, and then turn around and give their self credit. And label themselves as something that they are not. And she will never hold herself accountable. This was in the moment where the narcissists do this too. They'll utilize words and they'll try to take the empathy. But what they do, they're not placing it on you and how they've hurt you. She's placing it on herself and saying, now that I've seen the light, I deserve. I deserve for
To be
everyone
forgiven.
to forgive me for the past things that I've said, my past transgressions. And this is literally, her apology is literally for her repeatedly comparing coronavirus precautions to the oppression of Jews by Nazi Germany last month, declaring that she's removing those comparisons. That's what she said. I'm going to remove those comparisons. Basically, I'm going to take back what I said of the mask mandates. And this is something that I believe goes hand in hand with her conspiracy theories, right? She had those up on site, right? And she had a lot to do with a lot of people not wearing masks. A lot of her people not wearing masks. They would cite her as an example and use her example as well, saying that they feel like they are, Jews are part of the Holocaust, and the leader is like Hitler. And this is all for wearing masks. They felt like, to say that about a whole nation of people who were forced, who were their lives were taken, who were in gas chambers, who were in camps, just because to wear a mask to save your life and the lives of the people around you. The disrespect,
Yeah.
the utter disrespect. And then this is the same woman that made her comments when it came to the terrorist, the domestic terrorist, the white domestic terrorist here, and for her supporting the gun laws and things like that. The conspiracy theories that she put with the Sandy Hook and all those things that
Uh,
she put out
oh,
there.
don't forget the Jewish
This
this, the lasers from space.
Right, the
this
wildfires.
is this is the same woman. This is the same woman who has an issue with LGBTQIA plus community, and literally was taunting her coworker across the way. You
Mm-hmm.
know, this is the same woman, but she's telling you, "Forgive me for what I said." Not let me come and let me really. I'm sorry because I hurt you guys. I hurt a nation of people. No, forgive me for what I said, and let's move on from it because I
And
deserve it.
remember, I'm a normal person, and
And
I
I'm a
want.
normal person. I'm
And
not
my
bad.
dad just died back in April. I'm so sorry. So
Yeah.
sorry for your loss.
I too have feelings. I
Yes,
too can be cut and bleed the same blood as you.
right. I
We are
just
one.
she's trying the opposite side of the Karen card. The front hand side of the Karen card is the fact that they'll call the police on you. They'll call you some Jewish space lasers and wearing a mask is Nazi Germany. That's Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's the front side of her. On the flip side are the white tears. Oh guys, I'm such a normal
You
soccer
know
mom.
it. There
My
it is.
dad died in April,
There it is.
and he taught me a wonderful lesson that when you're wrong, you can admit it. And like all of a
I
sudden,
have black
she's
friends.
in the lower third is killing me here. Marjorie Greene discovers the Holocaust. All of a sudden, she discovered the Holocaust. She went to the Holocaust Museum and everything's fine now.
It's
She's
perfect.
forgiven.
It's
Like
perfect.
how long ago? Like you're just now. That's what it is for
No,
me.
but
You're
she
just
thought she
discovering the
knew.
Holocaust.
She was strong and wrong. She thought she knew.
Strong and
And
wrong.
here's where it is for me. It was when, she thought she knew. She cited the Holocaust to give her argument that masks are causing people not to breathe, causing people to feel like they're oppressed people. The people who wear masks or forced to wear masks are oppressed people, and we need to free them. We need to let our people go. And she made sure she cleaned up for this moment too. And this is where you're giving information that's incorrect, and you finally get information. Now you feel one with the people who have died, feel one with the people who have lost their lives, for the people who you've hurt by saying that. And because you feel
Solidarity.
one with them, yeah, because you feel one with them, they need to extend their forgiveness to you, not you literally apologizing to a community of people and saying that you understand that you were wrong, you were at fault, and how you want to move forward to help their communities. Like, this is you owe, girl. You owe. You're in position to start pushing for policies to assist those people, to assist people who are marginalized, to understand. And then for you need to open your mouth and say, I was wrong because I also put out a rhetoric that was incorrect. Having an opinion about the mask mandate is one thing, but putting out there a rhetoric and making it seem like it's Bible to a group of people, that's another. And I was wrong for doing so.
Rebecca, I like how you're framing this. I think the way you're framing it is actually really important for us to understand what Marjorie Taylor Greene is really doing here, and how what she's doing here ain't no different than what Democrats are doing to us. Let me stay with me, because
Come on,
when
Pastor.
Where's the organ?
Yeah, I need the organ. Here you go. Somewhere around here, I got a keyboard. But no, for real, Rebecca, you're distinguishing the difference between someone who has centered themselves in an issue versus centering the victims of the issue, right? And gaslighters, this is what we do. You said it two or three times, and I clicked. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I know that technique really well. Because what people do is what they do is that they try to connect with you on some emotional level without actually giving credence to the fact that you were the one that was harmed and that I was the one doing the harming. Marjorie Taylor Greene was the one actively doing the harming. She has centered herself in this conversation to be the one to receive the sympathy instead of showing empathy to the people, instead of actually doing anything for the people she harmed. And instead of actually doing anything for us, they love not only Marjorie Taylor Greene, not only the Democrats, just white America in general. They absolutely love giving us something that is like centers them. The Black Lives Matter flags in the window. It centers them.
Yeah.
You know,
Then.
but when it's
Go
time
ahead.
for policies, we can't get the George Floyd bill passed, HR 1. We can't get voting rights protected. We can't get the filibuster overturned. So we can't get nothing. But they love putting them flags up.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
Well,
Hello.
Come on, Pastor, you in the house today.
well,
You
speaking
do
of-
you do that when you know you preach a love.
Oh,
Jesus said, Jesus. These Democrats ain't no good.
well,
Marjorie Taylor Greene
Marjorie Taylor Greene now.
just learned about the Holocaust.
And what she said.
Holocaust.
She said,
Well,
play around and I'll
Well.
get the tune for real. Love. She said those space lasers
Lasers, or what she
space
said.
lasers. That's
were
no-
burning up the ground.
Oh, God.
She said that her stinky
Well.
breath
Stank Lord. Well,
in the mask is like the oppression by Nazi Germany, where you should brush your teeth.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
You in the house today, Pastor. Marjorie Taylor Greene was wrong. She will be wrong. She was strong and wrong. She's still on the wrong side of the wrong. And that is just what it is. Marjorie Taylor Greene does not stand a chance. And I don't forgive her. Next case.
Next Kai.